Hi, and welcome to vlog 3 on my British Airborne project. I'm looking at this first batch that I've completed now, and I've decided I'm going to take these to get these primed up first, and then I'll focus on building up the other platoon in this second box. Right, so you joined me in the side garden, and as you can see, Bobby's decided to come and show a bit of support in the garden. And I'm just giving the first batch of my British Airborne a prime. I've got 3 batches to give a coat to in this one, and that's basically split into 3 squads of 8, and then all the extras like the MMG there and the 6-pounder gun as well. As you can see, I've got 3 lots to make up. I've just recently made these wooden spray poles, because it just allows me to turn it round in my hand more than the old cardboard ones that I've used before. So I'm just making sure I give them a thorough coat, particularly from below as well, because I want to make sure that everything gets a thin layer of the primer. I just have to give that the mortar tin an extra blast there. And then this is the final section. I say I hold it back about, 5-6 inches and just quick steady blasts as I go by it, really. Front and back, and underneath it. Just make sure you've got it all coated. That's the beauty of having it on this handle thing. I can just turn it round as I'm doing it as well. So, right, that's it. And I'll take you back to the other sections. Right, I've finally completed building my British Airborne, and essentially it's now going to be a 2,000 point army in total, but obviously I can pick and choose from that to build whatever armies that I want. As I said before, I've divided it into 2. The first section that I've been through is obviously 3 essential squads with its first lieutenant. But the second one I haven't gone through, but essentially the balance is the same. There's 3 8-man squads, and then I've got the first lieutenant. I've got obviously 2 supports for what would be the major, and I've got a choice of majors from the character set from Warlord. In addition, I've got an extra MMG in this team, and I've moved the flamethrower team over into this second batch, and another PIAT team, and the light mortar. And then obviously the vehicles, which I have not yet built, but I'm in the process of spraying and getting them ready. I've primed the first batch. My next job is to prime these, and after that it will be the slow process of painting, and it will be a slow process, but I can use the vlogs to update you on where I'm at. I've not I have another thing I have included in this one. I had to use a bit of green stuff. Is for a second observer. I just wanted an opportunity to use the telescope, really. So that's the figure I've made up with that. Because obviously the observer, the free observer, I've had the little radio man from the HQ set in that batch. So what I'm going to do now is get these primed, and then, as I say, it'll be the slow process of painting it all, probably squad by squad. All in all, I'd say there's about 100 men, including the men in vehicles. And I think what I'll do now is I'll start painting perhaps the first 3 squads of 8. And what I'll do is I'll capture that in picture form rather than, having you watch all the way through it. So I'll just put it together as a series of photographs. Right, see you in a minute. So I'm starting the first batch of 24. That's my 3 squads of 8. And I'm going to be using Pete the Wargamer's painting guide for these. I use that for most of my figures. I have put the link on the screen, but I will include it below as well. Can't recommend him hardly enough for painting guides. Although I've used Pete's guide on my British Airborne, I haven't stuck hard and fast to every colour recommended. I do make the odd change myself. I just go with the flow really and see what I think looks right at the time. As I complete this first batch of 24, I won't go on to add their transfers or varnish or even base them up. I'll leave that until I've got all 100 up to this same stage. So, but do check out Pete the Wargamer's guides. They are brilliant for all your figures, really, particularly if you use the army paints that I do. So, thanks for joining me. If you have found it useful, please consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can follow the rest of the journey. Bye for now.